Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Mackenzie. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and stick around. I post tons of different fashion, college, lifestyle, vloggy kind of content here. And today we are kicking off back to school content with a huge college Q&A. I have done tons of videos on essentials, dorms, sorority, vlogs, all that kind of stuff. I leave all of it in my college playlist, so I'll leave that playlist linked down below in case you guys are interested in checking out some of my videos from over the years. But today I had you guys ask me questions on Instagram, and I really just want to have a sit down, chatty, heart to heart kind of moment. So a little bit of background: I go to Kent State University in Kent, Ohio, and I am a fashion merchandising student there with a minor in fashion media. I am originally from Maryland, so my college was about 5 hours from home. I am going to be going into my 4th year there, so I will be a senior this year. I started in August of 2019 and I will graduate December of 2022. So at the end of this year, I will be graduating. I am graduating 1 semester early because I just had enough credits to do so. And I will be spending this fall studying abroad in Florence, Italy. So a little bit unconventional my last year here, but I've had an amazing college experience. I wouldn't change a thing. And I want to give you guys the full scoop. So we're going to hop right on in with questions. If you guys have any more questions that I don't cover in today's video, be sure to leave it down below and I'd be happy to answer. So starting off, how did you know that Kent State was right for you? It just felt right. And I know that sounds super cliche, but when you step on college campus and that's where you're supposed to be, it will feel like home. It will feel like the right place. I personally knew that I wanted to go to a school that was within driving distance of my house, so it's about 5 hours. I can go there and back in the same day if I need to. I wanted a college that had Greek life, that had sports, that had people in other majors, but I wanted a reputable school for fashion, and Kent is number 4 in the country right now, although it is not an arts school. It's not like FIT, it's not like FITM. You really get people of all walks of life. So for me, it had checked all the boxes and I could afford it. All right, next question is best/affordable ways to decorate your dorm/apartment. So my freshman year, I lived in Centennial A, which is a dorm that is suite style at Kent State. So it was me and another room shared a bathroom. And then my sophomore year, I lived in my sorority house. I am an Alpha Phi at Kent State, and our sorority house is apartment style. So 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom to each apartment. And then my junior year, I lived in a 4-bed, 4-bath apartment off campus. So I have really done it all. I've been in every kind of living situation, and I've had a lot of fun decorating over the years. So here is a little look at my freshman year dorm. I was so excited. I wanted to go for a black, white, and pink theme. I got white bedding and we got pink accents, and I did a gallery wall from Desenio. So my sophomore year, I did a gallery wall with them. My junior year, I also did a gallery wall with them. And right now behind me, I also have a gallery wall from them. I personally feel like a gallery wall is one of the easiest ways to decorate your room. It adds a pop of color. It really brings the space to life and it looks cohesive. Desenio is a Scandinavian wall art company, and they've got thousands of prints in all different shapes and sizes. You can also frame your items from them, which I really love. I've done white frames, I've done gold, I've done black, I've done wood. I've literally done it all with them. I'm a big fan, and I will continue to use them even when I move to California post-grad. So for me, that was like the #1 way to affordably bring a room to life. I also have a 45% off code right now. It is running through June 30th, so if it is running through July 30th. So if you guys are doing some last minute back to school shopping, I highly recommend checking them out. I will leave that coupon code here on the screen and down below with links so that you guys can shop. I personally did something colorful here because I wanted to spice things up. So for me, the gallery wall was really all I brought. I didn't bring any other decor because I learned that less is more. The less little tchotchke knick-knack stuff I had, the better. It looked really clean and cohesive. And then I tried to get pieces that I could reuse. So I got pink pillows, a pink little throw blanket, accent pieces so that I could easily mix and match them in apartments to come. So Yeah, I love it. Decorating is the best part. My most asked question by far is, how do you balance school, sorority, and work? If you guys watch my vlogs, which many of you do, that's how you found me. I am a hustler. I've taken 16 to 18 credits almost every semester of college. I am in my sorority Alpha Phi, and then I've also worked about 30 to 40 hours a week all of college. So I'm very grateful that I have gone to school during the pandemic where a lot of my classes were online. So I was able to stack my classes so that I only ever had class on Tuesday and Thursday. So that helped immensely me manage my time. I am someone that likes to sit down at 8 a.m. on Tuesday and just grind the whole day until 5 p.m., get all my school assignments done. That way the rest of the week I can, you know, get things done. I can work, I can go out with my friends and things like that. Time management is everything in college, and if you don't learn it, school will literally rock you. So get a planner, write down everything that you need to do during the day, and then prioritize things, what needs to get done today and what could be pushed to the back burner. I also recommend doing low maintenance tasks in the evening, you know? Like, don't waste high energy time doing low energy tasks. So what that means is, like, obviously your dishes and your laundry need to be done, but they can be done at 7 p.m. when you're chit-chatting with your roommates about your day. They can be done at 7 p.m. when you're watching TV at the same time. They don't need to be done at 2 p.m. when, like, you should be doing your homework and, you know, like, kind of getting things moving. So for me, a planner has helped immensely. I use an Ivory paper coat planner every single day for my to-do list, and then I do my like weekly and monthly spread, just kind of looking at things at a glance with a happy planner. I also have planner videos that I'll also leave down there in case you want to like kind of get an idea. I'm a big advocate for this, and it really is one of the only reasons I've been able to do it all throughout college. How do you feel about online classes? So for me, online classes really changed my college experience. My freshman year, second semester, I decided to take one and just see how it went, and I loved it. Then COVID happened and all my classes were pushed online, so my whole sophomore year I was working remotely from my little bedroom, and I personally loved it. It gave me so much more time in the day to hang out with friends and to work and to have a social life and to really be involved on campus. So for me, it worked great. I know that online classes are not for everyone. Some people really like to be in the classroom. They really need the push. They don't have the self-discipline. No worries. I really like having 1 or 2 classes in person just to get me out of the house, you know, have some social interaction, see some people. But for me, I love online classes, and I think that everyone should take at least one and just see how it goes. How did you find your freshman year roommates? Facebook. I know not every school has a Facebook group, but if you do, join it, write a little blurb of yourself, introduce yourself, and be honest in it. Be honest. If you don't like to party, if you don't like messy people, say that, because it will prevent so many issues later down the line if you're just honest right off the bat. I posted like 5, 6 pictures of me. I was like, I like to go out and be social, but I really like to go to bed early. I like someone that's clean, that's tidy, and I want a roommate that is okay with their life being on YouTube. I had a great roommate freshman year, and then my 2 suite mates that lived right across the way are my absolute best friends. I ended up living with them 3 out of 4 years of college. So yeah, best roommate advice: be the roommate that you want to have. If you don't want your roommate leaving her dirty dishes in the sink, then you cannot leave your dirty dishes in the sink. Be open with your communication and really express what you want out of a roommate. I like to be best friends with my roommate. I want to have dinner together each night and go get ice cream and walk around campus and go out to a party at night together. And I was very fortunate that majority of my college experience, I got to do that with my roommates. Don't get me wrong, not everyone is gonna be buddy-buddy BFFs with their roommate, but it's important to just communicate what you want and what you're looking for in a roommate, and then from there things just kind of fall into place. It's also important to not force what isn't there. So if you're not getting that BFF roommate experience, it's okay. Just move on, you know, just be respectful, be mindful of each other's time and each other's space. When you're in the dorm, it's obviously very different than when you're in an apartment because you're sharing a room. Be clean, put your stuff away. Come on, it's not that hard. Must-haves / packing list for freshman year of college. Also have a blog post on this. I'll leave it linked down below. But some things that just come to mind right off the bat: vacuum. I vacuumed our room literally every single day because we went to school in the Midwest. We were tracking in salt from like the snowy roads all the time. So I literally vacuumed like every single day. I hated seeing dirt on the ground. Mini vacuum, a fan. The circulation in dorms is not great. You're gonna want something to cool you down at night. Cheap dishes, the little like plasticky Walmart, Target, dollar dishes. Grab a few of those, 2-3 plates, 2-3 bowls, couple of silverware, and that's gonna save you when you're in the dorms. You're gonna want a little bit of like dishware. A Brita. Some people will tell you not to bring it. I personally loved having the Brita. So easy to refill. We stuck it in our mini fridge and we finally had good tasty water. Our tap water was shit in Ohio. A rug will really help transform this space and open it up. My suite mates did not have a rug and they always loved that we had one. It just makes the place feel more homey. You can get a really cheap one from Walmart, Target, Dormco, Dormify, something like that. It'll get trashed throughout the year, but trust me, it's life-changing. And then command strips. Make sure that you bring a ton of those Velcro command strips. That's how I hang up these Desenio prints. It's how I hung up curtain rods and things like that. Really changes the space. I cannot recommend them enough. Tips on getting involved in college. So I did a lot throughout college. My first year, I was a Victoria's Secret Pink ambassador. I was also a Bumble ambassador. I wrote for the magazine for a year. I'm in a sorority and I held a position for a year there as well. And my biggest tip for getting involved is just starting. I know that it can be really intimidating and it can seem scary, especially when you don't know anybody when you first get there. But just putting yourself out there and being like, hi, I'm Mckenzie, I'm from Maryland. I'm a twin, I'm here for fashion, and I don't really know anyone. Like, do you want to grab dinner? Do you want to do something? Do you want to go for a walk? Just really like, no one knows anyone. Everyone's in the same boat. Everyone's just trying to figure it out. So I would just, you know, start meeting people, even if it's unconventionally, and just kind of going from there. Most people will have a friend of a friend of a friend, and that's a really great way to kind of get involved. I would also really recommend going through recruitment if you are looking for girls. You don't even have to go through with it. You don't have to accept a bid, but it's a great way to just meet people, and it's like speed dating. You're gonna meet hundreds of girls throughout it. That's how I found some of my best friends too. So just put yourself out there, guys. I know it seems so scary, but getting involved is a must. I also want to stress that not everything needs to be for 4 years. It's okay to join a club and to try something for a semester and then stop doing it. If you don't like it, you don't have to continue. So if one semester you have extra free time, join something. And then if the next you don't, well, good. You met people, you got the experience, you can stay in touch with the friends, and you can revisit it later in college. I did that a lot. All right, essentials to take to class. For me, I'm a fashion student. I really didn't end up using anything but my laptop for most of my classes, a computer, and a 5-subject notebook. My roommates love to take notes digitally. They like to type their notes. One of them likes to write them on the iPad. I am a pen and paper kind of girl, so I always brought a 5-subject notebook and my computer. The two things, don't forget your computer charger. You're gonna need it. But as far as school supplies go, you don't really use many supplies in college, at least I didn't, mostly the computer. Going off of that, which kind of Mac did you have? So for me at Kent, I needed a MacBook, and I had one in high school, so I just brought it with me to college. I have a MacBook Pro 13-inch. If you are doing a lot of wear and tear on your computer, if you're gonna need Adobe software, you're gonna be using Photoshop, Illustrator, things like that, then I would recommend the Pro over the Air. The Pro is meant to withstand more use, more wear and tear, so it has higher processing speeds. So I'm on my second MacBook Pro. I've actually had 2 now, and I can't recommend them enough. How do you study / take notes? So for me, I just told you I take all of my notes by hand in the notebook. And then when it comes to studying, I'm a big Quizlet girl. I would use Quizlet over and over and over again. But to be honest, I didn't do a whole lot of studying throughout college. A lot of my fashion classes were project-based. I was giving speeches, I was writing and presenting, or I was physically using my hands and creating something like crafting. So I didn't have too much studying, but when I did, I've always been a Quizlet girl through and through. Sorority recruitment, tell us everything. So I've got lots of videos on sorority recruitment. I've got ones on what to wear for open house round, preference round, sisterhood round. I've got what to say, what not to say, how to find your people, how the experience goes. I've been on both sides of it. I've gone through recruitment and I've recruited girls. And my biggest piece of advice is to just be yourself. You are going to find the right people. My best friends, my roommates, Olivia and Lauren, of those 3 out of 4 years, are in a completely different sorority than me. I have amazing friends in my sorority and I have amazing friends in other chapters, and it's because I was true to myself. We are so different, and that's why we are in different sororities, and there's nothing wrong with that. I would say to also be honest in what you want out of a sorority. Do you want to hold a position? Do you want friends? Do you want service? Do you want to serve your community? Do you want to get involved? What is it that you want out of a sorority? Be honest with it. There's nothing wrong if all you want out of it is friends. It is a great way to get involved, and it definitely adds stuff to your plate. So if you're looking for things to do in your free time, you want to go to date parties, you want to go to formals, you want to go to events, things like that, it's a great way to get involved. I will leave those videos, those blog posts down below. That description bar is going to be full, guys. I'm going to have lots of stuff down there, but I have full Q&As that I've done on just sororities, so check that out. Okay, biggest piece of advice to your freshman year self: slow down. I just sped through freshman year. I feel like I wish I would have taken more time to just stop and look around me and be like, wow, this is everything I wanted and more. Looking back, I could not have asked for a better college experience. I am so excited to study abroad, but I am so deeply sad that I don't get more time in Kent, Ohio. I loved my college experience more than anything. If you guys watched my move out vlog from the end of this past school year, I was a wreck, just sobbing. I never in 1,000,000 years expected a goodbye to a little college town to be so hard, but I planted roots there that are so deep and so near and dear to my heart. And it really isn't 4 years, like some of these friends really are for life, and you'll have these memories forever. So for my freshman year, I just wish I would have appreciated it more and said, yes, you'll never live in a dorm, you'll never live with these girls, you'll never get those moments back, you'll never be eating curly fries on a random Friday night trying to carb up before you go dancing at the frats. Like, you'll never get those moments back. So just stop and look around you and really appreciate it, because it is such a special time of your life. So going off of that, someone said, does it feel like home? Oh my gosh, yes. Kent felt more like home than home some days. And even though I was so far away and I started on my own, I didn't know anybody, I left with a circle so big and so strong and so near and dear to my heart. And then my last question is senior year tips. So because I am studying abroad and not going back to Kent, my junior year kind of acted as my senior year, because that was the last time I was going to be with my big and my little and my sorority friends and really everyone but my 2 roommates that are coming to Italy with me. So I said goodbye to a lot of my friends, and I would say my biggest senior year tip is to just soak it up. I know that that was kind of my freshman year tip too, but my senior year tip is to just not worry so much about the next step and to enjoy where you are right now. I know so many of my friends freaking out about jobs and where they were gonna live, and it's important to be conscientious of your next chapter and to be thinking about what you're gonna do post-grad, but you also don't get this time back, and you'll never be living in your college town with these people ever again. So just soak it up, say yes, do literally everything. Go out 6 days a week, it is okay. If you wanna go out 6 days a week, go out 6 days a week. And work hard, work really freaking hard. Grind during the day, wake up early, get all your shit done, and then enjoy the afternoon with your friends. Go do something fun, go out to dinner, go to the bars, do whatever. Just have a ball. With that, I do want to talk a little bit about study abroad really quick. I've been getting lots of questions on that too. So at Kent State is actually required to study abroad. You don't have to go to Italy like I am. You can go to New York, you can go to LA, you can do a 10-day stint, you can do a full year. The most common for them is Florence, Italy for a semester. So that is what I am doing. I am going with my 2 freshman suite mates and my junior year roommates and my college besties, Olivia and Lauren, in the fall. And I can't wait. We're gonna have a freaking blast. We're all graduating early, so this is kind of our final hoorah. A lot of my senior seminar courses I took last year. That way I could take it easy while I'm in Italy. So I'm not in as many credits. I won't have as much going on. I'm so excited to travel on the weekends, and I've been getting lots of questions if I'm going to be keeping up with YouTube and things like that. As of right now, the plan is yes. I will likely be vlogging my school week, so like Monday to Thursday, and then my weekends, like Friday to Sunday, whichever country we travel to that weekend. We want to do Switzerland, we want to do Greece, we want to do Germany, we want to do, like, there's so many things that we want to do and go see. So I'll likely be splitting up vlogs into week in my lives and weekend in my lives, just to kind of make things a little bit easier for me editing editing wise and just, you know, to keep things a little more organized. I would love to upload in live time. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible timing wise, and if my computer like will be able, and Wi-Fi and service and all that stuff will even be able to do so if I want to. So make sure you're following me on Instagram at Style by McKenzie, because I'm definitely going to be there, but I'm just not so sure how things are going to be until I get there. I'm nervous as heck. I'm already starting to pick out items, some clothing. I leave like August 19th, so time is ticking and I'm excited. But yeah, I would do college all over again if I could, not to do anything different, just to feel that love all over again, because it really is so awesome. So I love you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this little Q&A. Make sure to check out that Desenio link down below. I'll have all of those details down there. But yeah, if you guys have any other questions, be sure to leave them and I'll get to it. But that's gonna be all.